You saw the title, and it actually isn't clickbait. I'm going to explain how and why I'm saying this, because there is a reason beyond comedy, you know? I have several times wanted to make videos about theories I have about games and stories and whatnot. However, I figured that would be very weird because of the nature of my channel, because of how my channel works, what you see on my channel, aka this goofy goober. And I figured it would be very strange, and no one would be able to take this theory seriously, right? However, if I establish myself as a theory crafter, it's fine. It's fine. And so I'm about to explain how I predicted both Zelda Majoras. Let's see if that's the correct name. I can bring up the proof, by the way. Majora. Yeah, there we go. See, we were talking about Zelda, and this is how I predicted the game, right? We were talking about Zelda, and I said this, and it already exists. That's the thing. I predicted that the game would exist after it existed. Thereby, I predicted the game after it released. I predicted the game 2023. That's how good I am. That is how smart I am. So I'm currently establishing myself as an intellectual, as someone who is completely valid. This is weird today. Yeah, sure. As someone who's completely valid to make theories, and someone whose theories are completely valid, you know, if they have anything that they're based upon, which mine usually don't. But that doesn't really matter too much, does it? The second theory, or the second idea that I had, I can give you the background story. I don't have any um, as substantial proof as I had a second ago. However, I do have proof. So I like talking to my dad about just the weirdest things. And anytime I see anything regarding Half-Life 3, I... Come on. There we go. I mention it to him, because he is also interested in Half-Life as a whole. However, he's less interested in the story, you know, than I am. Because I've always been a fan of Half-Life, and I've tried to figure out the story, and it really, really bothers me that I haven't been able to wrap my head around it. And so I throw out some ideas. I had some ideas about Portal as well, because I really like Portal as well. And then I was like, okay, so Half-Life 3 should be set in the Portal location, and it should be after Half-Life 2, so that Gordon can meet GLaDOS. I don't remember which evidence I had. I guess just like it would be neat or something, you know? And love and behold, I later, not that long after that, read this article. Now, it is in Swedish. I tried to find a similar article in English, however, I couldn't find one. So, I'll just say this. The early build of Half-Life 3 was supposedly involved a dream sequence where Gordon Freeman were experiencing the so-called 7-hour war. Something which, according to the game's backstory, took place before Half-Life 2 and was about how the alien combine took Earth. And that was before he eventually wakes up in a chamber belonging to Aperture Science, in other words, where the Portal games take place. I am just that good. I am just that good. They do, however, mention in this article, and like the name of it, I think, is like, oh, they cancelled Half-Life 3 in 2015, and to that I say, well, yes, but according to Wikipedia, there have been like 7 Half-Life games which have been cancelled. None of them were called Half-Life 3, but you know what I'm saying, right? Um, so I actually predicted where Half-Life 3 would take place, and essentially the story of Majora's Mask in 2023. Despite I don't even know when Majora's Mask released, but I know that it's quite old. I'll look it up now, actually. It was the year 2000. I predicted something which shut down in 2015, and I predict in 2023, and I predicted something else in 2023 which released in the year 2000. That is the capacity I'm at. This probably means that I predict that Five Nights at Freddy's will release soon, because I predict old things. But my point is, this validates me as a theory crafter, okay? And I have some ideas, including who you will play as in Portal 3. That is an idea I have. I also have I also strongly believe that we will see a Subnautica 3. I don't know if any of those are confirmed. Well, Portal 3 is definitely not confirmed, otherwise the internet would be going absolutely crazy. Yeah, I just wanted to validate that in case I want to make a theory in the future, which I definitely could do. I also wanted to I also wanted to validate myself as an intellectual and not just a goofy goober, because if a goofy goober makes a theory, who's gonna take it seriously, right? And then finally, I had to upload something because I haven't uploaded something in more than 2 weeks. Because I had some ideas about what to upload, and I was like, nah. Like I sometimes I make an idea, or I come up with an idea like, oh, I could do that, definitely, that's a really good idea. And then the day after that, I'm like, that's such a bad idea. I'm not doing that. That's the average dog rock process of videos. And then sometimes I get an idea and like, oh, I'll go with that. And I went with this one because you know why. This video hasn't been very funny though, so I hate stuff. I'm just so of that. Actually, no. I was like, let's make a second part of the video, which is all about something else, something goofy. But no, this is a semi-serious video actually. So there we go. Thank you, and comment. I wanted to say comment on what you want me to make a theory on, but there are so few mainstream games that I have actually played. That's real. There are so few mainstream games that I've actually played, and there are few games where I feel like I have enough information to make a theory and such. But I mean, if you want me to comment on it, just comment anything, comment whatever, comment more. I would love to see more comments just in general that aren't Cat Rock. I'm looking at you. Don't say yes or okay or hello or something like that. Look at any video other than this one. Go to the comments and look if Cat Rock is there and says like the most useless stuff, because he does that all the time. That's enough. Goodbye.